Hello and welcome to Cambridge Rugby Club. This video is for new members who would like to add themselves to Cambridge Rugby Club and also add a child or children to register to play at the club. You'll see at the top the URL, which is rather long, which you can type out. The easiest way is to go to the website, which is www.crufc.co.uk, and look under membership and joining instructions, and there you'll find the URL for new members. Alternatively, you can email membership@crufc.co.uk and we'll send you the link directly. So on here we have the details which I've started to enter, and it's really important to point out at this stage the details you're adding initially, the first set of details you add must be for the adult and not for the child that you're adding. So this must be parent or guardian. So I've added in some of the details. The last thing to add in is postcode. The postcode is like a postcode lookup, so you don't have to enter all the address. So enter your postcode and choose the particular address that you need. So at this stage we've put everything in, so choose next. And now we're taken to create a password. Now if you get an error at this stage which states that you already have an account on the system, this means at some point in the past you have been linked to a club or our club on the GMS site, the RFU's GMS site. If that is the case, please email membership@crufc.co.uk and we'll be able to take it from there. So we'll enter a password. You'll see that it's fairly secure. You do need an upper case and you do need letters, and you also do need 8 characters long. So here I confirm them, and the link is green, so happy. Next one is about privacy notice. This is actually information that you would receive from England Rugby and England Rugby partners. Read through it. If you want to receive it, tick. If not, then leave it blank. Here is the signing up for the terms and conditions, logins, and the general GMS terms and conditions. If you click on one of these, it will take you through to them where you can read it. But you have to click these, accept them before proceeding. So now we're going to click on next. At this point, it is actually creating the account. So this is going to create the account for yourself, for the first adult member that you're adding. So we see at the top, it's Mr. Tom Sugar. The system allocates a RFU number, so a sequential RFU number to yourselves. Here's a date of birth and the other details that you entered previously. Check that they are okay. If not, then do change them. You see here that we've got the email verification account. Like on a lot of systems, you should have received an email asking you to verify your account. Do check spam and junk just in case it goes there. If you didn't receive one, you can resend it to yourself. It's important you do this because later on down the line it does block the registrar approving the children's registrations. I won't do it at this point, so this will keep here throughout. But once you've done that, you'll see that disappear, and you'll see the family and friends at the top. So here we can see family and friends. We've added Tom Sugar, and this is where you can add your partner, adult partner or spouse, and also where you add the children. So on this particular one, I am going to just add children or a child. So we do add, and I'm going to add a Miss Mavis Sugar. I'm going to need the date of birth. And gender. That's all done. Now it takes you to the next stage, which is asking what your relationship is. In this case, Tom Sugar is the father of Mavis, so the relationship is the child, and it's already fill the contact information from here, from the previous what we've entered for Tom. At the bottom here we've got medical details, which are important, so you need to select either yes or no. If we click on this arrow, it's a yes or no. If you do click on yes, then it will ask you to fill out. It's like just a free text form to fill out. Very simple. If there's none, then just click on no and choose save. It's now saving the details. So we'll now see that we've now got 2 people associated with this account, Tom Sugar, the adult, and Mavis Sugar, who is the child. And it's saying Mavis Sugar was linked to Mr. Tom Sugar on today's date. So do you want to do the following actions? What we're going to do is actually register Mavis at the club. So you click on register. Now it doesn't default in the club, where it doesn't default in Cambridge, so we do need to add in Cambridge. So click the plus button, type in Cambridge. It's the easiest way to find it. Cambridge as a city. Choose the magnifying glass for search. It's coming up with Cambridge Rugby Club. Make sure it is Cambridge RUFC at Vollop Park, and not one of the university ones, for instance. The next thing I need to add in is the school details. Again, similar things. So I'm going to add in Impington, and that's in Cambridge. Again, do the search, and it should find it. If you maybe find it easy if you know the postcode, to type the postcode. So I'm going to select Impington Village College. Again, it's asking you, because we're now dealing with the child, it's asking you that you still consent to the terms and conditions of login and GMS. These 3 here are quite important. So the first one is around photo distribution. So if photos are taken at training or matches, happy that those are available on social media such as Facebook. If you're happy with that, click that. The next one is around the emergency contacts. It doesn't automatically assume that the first person we added in is the emergency contact. We need to add that in later. So if consent to that, those details can be sent to people like the coaches within the age group and team managers, if they do need to contact anybody if there's an issue. And thirdly, it's in medical details. So here we had no medical, but again this would go to the coaches and team managers, so they're aware of any medical conditions for the child, which obviously is important. So here I've got no emergency contact, so I do need to add one. In this case it is Tom, so it's got related adults, and I can just choose Tom. If it is anybody different, you'll just need to fill it all out manually. It's brought all the details of Tom here, so I don't need to do that. So you click on save, and it takes you back. So I've got everything now completed. Nothing's coming up as red. I then choose save, and it's now saving registration. At this point, once it's saved, what will happen is the club registrar will be informed that the registration, somebody's asked for a registration for Mavis, and they can then, it'll show as pending, and then they can then approve it, and once approved, the player is registered at the club. You will receive 2 emails. One will tell you first of all that the information has gone to the club registrar and it's pending, and once approved you will get another email saying that the registration is now complete. So here we can see that we've got the registered player and it is pending, so we're not approving that. That will change later to active. As I say, you will get the emails. So next stage is to buy membership. So we want to buy membership again against the adult, so against Tom Sugar. So I'm going to buy a membership for Tom Sugar, and what it will do is bring up the available memberships, all available memberships at the club, so not just the parent and child memberships. So if we scroll down, we get to the parents. The main two parent memberships are either full, you see here, full parent or social parent. And the difference between the two is full parents are for those parents who would like to go to first 15 games, they get in for free, and also the bar discount is higher. And for social parents, you get a discount at the first 15 and also a lower discount at the bar. In addition, we've got either, if you've got one child, it's 1, 2. If there's subsequently 3 children, 4 children, choose the 2 plus, if it's 3 children, do the subsequent Minion Youth Player, so that gives you 3 children. In this case, we've just got 1 parent and 1 child, so I'm choosing social parent and Minion Youth Player. So you need to scroll back up the top a little bit, it doesn't take you there, and you can see view basket. So here I've got one item in there, which is one I've chosen. It verifies what I've chosen, which is the social parent and a Minion Youth Player. So I've got a little checkout, which is highlighted. I'll check that out. At this stage, I can choose whether to pay by card, online, or direct debit. If you choose direct debit, it'll ask you to fill in your bank details, but it will go through pretty quickly. At this point in time, I'm going to choose online card, and I will do pay now. And I'm taken to a normal page, generally you see when you're paying for items online. It is a secure page, we've got the padlock there. There's 3 ways of paying: Visa, MasterCard, Maestro. I will choose MasterCard, and this is where you would put in your card details, and expiration and the 3-digit code, and choose continue. I won't fill this out now, but what I will do is on here at the top in the right hand corner you can see a person, and if you do the arrow it'll actually show you, this is Mr. Tom Sugars, it gives you options of what you have. I'm going to go back to the dashboard in this case. I haven't gone through the process, so what it's actually showing me now, I've gone back to the dashboard. You can see I went through and tried to pay for club membership. It's stuck at pending because I didn't complete the payment. If it is completed, again it will say active, very similar to the registration of the child. I hope that helps. Any problems, please contact membership@sarufc.co.uk and we'll be happy to help. Many thanks.